This is a demonstration of a small utility for playing audio tracks, and the idea is this is used in a live production situation where you have a well-defined start time for an event. So for example, let's say you're going to start an event at we'll just say 9:30 since it's 9:21 local time here. So at 9:30 we can enter our time that we want to start. It's AM, and we have selected a set of tracks to play, just like you would anytime. For the moment, let's put that at 0, and let's see what happens. If we click play to time, we now have it playing down to that particular time. And you probably noticed that it started in the middle of a track. Why is that? Well, if the last track is going to end at a given time, then when you hit the play button, you never know when it's going to, what part of a track it's going to start in. So that's the general idea. You select a bunch of tracks, it randomizes those tracks, it may play them more than once if necessary to hit the time. So let's say that we're going for a much longer time. Let's go to 12:30 p.m. So we have 3 hours. We have less than 3 hours of tracks, so it plays them repeatedly. Pretty simple. Does what you want it to do. Sometimes tracks, especially if you're particular about when the sound ends or how it ends, given your countdown, you may want to control exactly where at the end of the last track it stops, or where at your countdown, your target time, that ends up. So for example, if there's a lot of silence at the end of a track, that would be bad. Your track would end maybe 10 seconds too early or something. So this has a little functionality that lets you preview that and change it. So let's click this button here and listen to the last track and what it does. So that track has a little bit of silence at the end. Let's say that we wanted 3 seconds less of that, so that it actually kind of moves up the track playing, so that at the countdown time there'll actually be 3 seconds left in the track, and it'll keep playing the track in case there's a reverb tail or something like that you don't want to just cut off. But that lets you set that times. So let's see what that looks like now. So let's say that we want to go to 9:25 a.m. and play it at that time. Oh, for some reason that is not there. So let's do that now. So that's the way that works. A lot of times, if you have this situation where you want to play tracks leading up to an event, you also want to play tracks after an event for some kind of walkout music or something like that. And a lot of times it's the same set of tracks, so this has a little functionality that makes that easy. If you want to just randomize and play your playlist, you just click this button and it starts playing. And you see we've got 150 tracks right now. It's actually only 15 tracks. It just uses them 10 times over, so you get a long playlist. Another thing that happens sometimes is this is randomly ordering the tracks, so that if you're using the same tracks from one event to another, it doesn't get monotonous. But you might have a particular track that you really like to end on. Maybe it's got the right energy for the event or something like that. So let's pick one here and listen to what it ends like. And another bit of functionality here, instead of just putting the number in, we can click this. So let's say that that's where we wanted, and you notice this change. So we can also just click that again to get our end time. If we mess it up a little bit, we say, I wish I'd ended that just a little sooner. We can just put 5 seconds on there. Now let's see what this would sound like again. Let's say that our event is beginning at 9:27 a.m. as all good events do. So it's about 20 seconds in the future. So let's play to time. There we go. So that's Countdown Player. Lets you play a set of tracks such that they end at a given time for events that have a definite start time, something like a countdown or a televised event that needs to start at a particular time. And it's really useful, really solid. Hasn't let me down in hundreds of events. It's been very useful to me. So thank you for watching.